film is about how this family, a working class family, how they are trying to struggle when the man starts when he joins a food delivery app, and what are the challenges of just daily life. We are also talking about other disparities that exist in society, whether it's a man-woman disparity, whether it's class, whether it's caste, whether it's religion. All these things also form our context. So, but it's a simple like a slice of life film where we are just sort of following this couple and their family and seeing what they go through in the span of 4 days. Well, they are bound to be different, and they should be different, right? You don't want to tell the same story again and again. So, but my concerns, I think, remain the same in all three films. What I try to do is basically show a mirror to our own prejudices, our fears, our biases, our dilemmas, and also create empathy for whoever is the other. Whoever is different from us, whose life we know less. Like all these people who serve us in a way, whether they deliver food, whether, they deliver things, whether with a click now on a phone you can get many things, right? For our conveniences, there are many people who are working, but we don't really know anything about their lives. Yeah, I mean, there's not been a parity in wages in many sectors, not just in film industry and not just in India. In big Hollywood industries with very powerful women, who are like big stars like Meryl Streep and Julia Roberts, they have talked about this, that there should be much greater gender parity. We are doing the same work. It's not that the man is lifting some heavy weights and we are not, right? We are all doing the same work, and yet we are having to sort of ask for equal wages. I mean, this is 2022. We are still asking for some of the basic human rights. So yes, it's still a long way. I'm sure it's no different in Kerala. So yeah, we have to keep raising this issue, and hopefully these festivals like this are good platforms to talk about these issues. Like I said, this kind of disparity in today's day and age is completely unacceptable. But the thing is that certain patriarchal norms just keep going on till we raise our voice. But we also need allies. I think more, not just women, but more men, women, everybody, should be talking about this and asking for, these are very, very basic demands. To have a safe set, to have equal pay, to have more opportunities, to have better representation of women, to have more women behind the camera, to bring in that diversity of experiences. All of these are things that we have to keep talking till it actually changes in the industry. Otherwise, we'd be doing the same stories in the same way, and inequality is kind of normalized, and which is what needs to change. Well, I think solution is there. It's the journey to reach that solution is not always easy, right? Because there has been so much historical wrong for so many years and centuries that even you and I as women are conditioned by it, right? We are also used to taking the shorter end of the stick. We feel guilty if we are not being the best daughter and the best wife and the best, mother and all of that. We are like struggling because the men are not taking the responsibility at home. So as a working woman, we are having to work outside, and we are having to take on the responsibilities at home. So there are many, these are all complex, all intertwined, nothing is in isolation. When the patriarchal way of thinking decreases in society, it will also be reflected in the industry. After all, people who come to the industry are coming from the real world. They are not coming from another planet. So we have to change what is in society. We also have to change the representation of women, because sometimes they further stereotype women. When we see a working woman who's having to do all of this, who's okay to be taking the shorter end of the stick, when we keep seeing those images, then we also feel that that's okay, this is how it is. We have to show the reality, but we also have to show, the diversity that also exists in society. There are women who are breaking the glass ceiling. There are women who are, sort of pushing the boundaries. We also want to see those stories. Well, if I get good roles and good stories, good scripts, good directors from Kerala. I'll be more than happy to do another Malayalam film. I've always enjoyed working here. I've done 4 Malayalam films actually, and but I don't select a script based on language. You know, I've done films in 10 different languages, and it's not because of the language. It's almost despite the difficulties of learning a language. It's not easy for me to learn all the dialogues, but there are some fantastic films being made here now, more so. So I'm absolutely waiting to get a call from a really good director for a really good story and a really good role. So yeah, I'm putting it out there in case you're watching. My earlier 2 films, Firak and Manto, both had its Indian premiere here, and now with Zwigato. It's always very nice to see the kind of enthusiasm. In between the film, people are clapping, they are laughing. You know, the collective experience of watching films in a festival like this, I think, is very, very special. So I was most delighted that I could do my Indian premiere at IFFK.